Hello. The news that I want to discuss today is that Apostate Prophet has turned to Christianity. And I have been watching different videos from different people who were falling in the same category of being called ex-Muslims or atheists who were supporting Apostate Prophet in his battle to bring Islamic teachings down. And then suddenly we heard the news that Apostate Prophet has just accepted Christianity and he is no more an ex-Muslim who's trying to bring down Islam. Apostate Prophet had very funny videos sometimes, and I believe that he had his reasons to accept Christianity. And at a certain time, I thought that he was a typical atheist. But then his association with David Wood was alarming for me, because David Wood is the guy who actually was the reason for Nabil Qureshi's conversion. According to that book that I read, Nabil Qureshi's book, Seeking Allah, Finding Jesus, it is mentioned in that book that they were friends, and then somehow they were debating all the time, and then somehow David Wood had his magic and worked for Nabil Qureshi, and then Nabil Qureshi accepted Christianity, and then he became one of the biggest debaters. And I loved his debate with Shabir Ali, and he was very good at what he was doing. It's just such a sad thing that he died very young, but I mean, you can't stop these things. And then some of the Muslims, I remember, actually, tweeted, make videos, and the captions were like, seeking Jesus, finding death. I hope that this is not going to be the case in case of Apostate Prophet. Yeah, but I think it was his association with David Wood, and then I believe that he was going too hard on the Islamic teachings. And then in the end, it turned out to be that he became a Christian. I have reasons to think about it. I've seen some videos from Australia and the others from Canada, two people that I usually watch, not mentioning their name. And the one of these people, he gave a reason that being an atheist or being an ex-Muslim is a lonely way, and people feel very lonely, and people feel, being just one person on the path. They abandon their families, or their families abandon them, and definitely then there are not too many people around them who accept them. People look at them like the people who are going to burn in hell after death, and they are like, some people hate them, the other look at them with sympathy. But anyway, it's a very lonely place to be an ex-Muslim or ex-Christian or whoever, whatever you believe in. And when you leave your religion, you are very lonely, definitely. Not everybody is as lucky as Yusuf Yohana, who became Muhammad Yusuf, and then, he became a celebrity. Or the boxer Muhammad Ali, who became a celebrity in a country like United States. I always say that Muhammad Ali was a faker, actually. I never believed that he was a man of faith, and he just converted to Islam because he found very good things in Islam. I don't think so. Not the reason that Islam doesn't have good things in it. Every religion has good things in it, and most of the religions have bad things in them too. But I think Muhammad Ali's case was different. Muhammad Ali was a faker, and Muhammad Ali just wanted to be in the limelight, and he was trying to exact a sweet revenge on Americans for taking his medals away and not letting him fight, and he wanted to prove that he had some values, so he converted. But hats off to the American nation that they still accepted him as their hero, and they still talk about him, and they put him as the best boxer in the history of United States. Not only in the history of United States, but in the history of boxing. But anyway, this is a different topic, and I may talk about it one day. But what I'm trying to talk about is Apostate Prophet. I think that makes one thing. very understanding that he may have been very lonely and alone. But I think his work, whatever his work was commendable. And then his association with David Wood, they were covering lots of people. And I think his stance on Israel-Palestine war just made him lose some of his viewership, because I think whoever, if you are a man of faith, even if you're a Christian or you're a Muslim or you're a Jew, we should not be dehumanizing people based on their religion. And that's what I think was happening in case of Apostate Prophet, because I always say that at the day when 9/11 happened in the United States, I was in Pakistan at that time, and I remember I was going from Peshawar to Swat, and I was the district manager at that time in a pharmaceutical company. And on the way, I saw that people were celebrating, people were giving sweets and cooking rice and distributing them. And when I arrived in Swat, and I started visiting some of our customers, and those were like very highly qualified doctors, chest physicians, ENT specialists, and they were all celebrating. And I was just one person who was just standing there and watching them celebrating. And he was like talking about this, like, look at the way the America was. The exact language was like, I can't say that exactly. I translated, because the language barrier is definitely a big one, and you cannot actually give the exact meaning and translation of what they were saying. But it was like that America was big time fucked, and they liked it and they enjoyed it. So this is how much hatred people carry about each other. And then when it comes to killing each other or seeing someone dying and celebrating the death of the others, I think this is absolutely dehumanizing the other human beings, and be it be Muslims, be it be Christians or Jews. I mean, killing the innocent and women and children, it's really bad. And I think Apostate Prophet, when he started talking about the war between Palestine and Israel and his stance on that war, actually made him lose a lot of viewers. And I believe that he was affected with that. But that's a different topic again. So my opinion is that David Wood is very convincing when it comes to proving Islam wrong, and they were on the same wavelength. Like, David Wood is always having debates with all those people who are Muslim apologists, and he always tries to prove them wrong, and he's very good at what he's doing. And then they made a team together, Apostate Prophet and David Wood, and I believe that when they made a team, they started sharing the ideologies and all those apologetic ideas and how to tackle Islam. And in that pursuit of bringing Islam down, somehow he accepted the faith, and it started happening. Like I was watching some of his videos, sometimes his pictures, and he was in front of churches, and so I was not surprised at all when I heard the news that Apostate Prophet accepted Christianity and he's like an Orthodox Christian. So let's see how long if he's going to stay as an Orthodox Christian, and when he's going to become a Pentecostal Christian or a Protestant Christian and start his own church. This is what my idea is. On the contrary, there's this other guy who I watch a lot. I used to watch him a lot, but I think he's always angry with the people that he's interacting with, and he has a lot of knowledge, I must admit. His grip on philosophy and humanity and his ideas are very clear from my understanding, but his temperament is not very good. So I stopped watching him a long time ago. But then I watched one of his videos this morning when I was taking a shower. I turned it on and I was listening to it, and I found that he was talking about Apostate Prophet, and he felt like that was a very reactive video. I think he's mad at Apostate Prophet for some reason. And one of the factors about Apostate Prophet that he mentioned is that he only watched two or three of his videos, but then he started talking for Apostate Prophet for more than 23 minutes, and he thinks that he's a faker, he's a grifter, and he did it first because he was never a humanist and he was never a true atheist. He was just an ex-Muslim who was trying to make more videos to earn more money, and now he thinks that Apostate Prophet is going to become more profitable entity. First, by starting to promote Christianity and have new target audience, and then maybe after some time he's going to start his own church, like the way I said. That's my own ideology too, because I have an idea about the people who convert. I think this is, I was talking to one of my very good friends in India the other day, and I told him, like I said, I think that people who convert and leave their religion, either they don't know anything about their religion or they know too much about their religion, and then they find so many loopholes and problems in their religion that in the end they decide to leave their religion. I think in case of Apostate Prophet, he knew too much about Islam, especially the bad things about Islam. But comparatively, whatever things he was, unhappy about in case of Quran and Islamic teaching, I think the same problems do exist in the teaching of the Bible too. Be it like Muhammad's Miraj travel, or the treatment of women, or the human rights violation and killing the enemies. Like, you talk about anything which is bad in Quran, in the eyes of Apostate Prophet, you can find the same things in the Bible too. So I don't know what actually made him convert to Christianity, but my idea, I agree with one of these vloggers, and maybe he was too lonely, and somehow David Wood offered him some kind of company and consolation, and opened some new doors for him, and maybe he was way too compromised and weak in his own ideas and his faith system, the new faith system, in which he believed. Actually, he identified himself as an ex-Muslim. So that was his identity, and his slogan was "Stay away from Islam." So anyway, whatever happened, but it's a big news, and I hope that things are going to be good for Apostate Prophet in the days to come. And I think that he finds what he was looking for in Christianity, something which he couldn't find in Islam. But it's very difficult. Like, all these religions are, fundamentally, they could be different, yeah, but somehow they believe in the same kind of ideology. The Christianity, people think, is a relatively more peaceful religion, but it's the Christianity of today, which has been tamed by the secularism and by democracy and the liberal ideas of the West. The original Christianity was never this peaceful. And Islam, of course, is actually painting a very horrible picture of its teaching these days. And I don't see Islam going to be affected by secularism or democracy in the days to come. So Islam's going to stick with their original teaching, and people like Apostate Prophet and other ex-Muslims or atheists have a lot to talk about Islam and say all those bad things to dehumanize Muslims. That's my point. Whatever the teaching of a religion is, Islam could be bad, but Muslims should not be dehumanized. That's my point of view, and that's the same ground that I stand on in case of Christianity and in case of Judaism. So that's all for Apostate Prophet. Welcome to Christianity, brother. And I look forward to seeing your new videos, and I see how it works for you. But I know that now you are going to get more viewership, and I believe that you are going to earn more profit. Thank you. Have a good day.